Hi guys, what's up? It's Lindsay and welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you some gluten-free, tried and true recipes that I have made many times that you can trust are absolutely delicious, crowd pleasers, easy weeknight meals, and things that you will make over and over again because they're things that I make over and over again. I got good feedback on my last What I Eat in a Week, and I definitely will be filming one soon, but in the meantime, here is footage from 2 What I Eat in a Weeks. It's just been really hot and I'm not inspired by cooking when it's really, really hot. So let's just dive on in. Starting out with my favorite lunch of the moment, and that is tuna salad. I probably have this every other week, if not every week, with celery, pickles, green onion, and dill. I like to brighten it up with some lemon juice and use Dijon mustard and vegan mayonnaise to hold it all together. This time I also had a can of smoked tuna from Fishwife that they had kindly gifted me, but I usually just use Trader Joe's tuna, and I like to top my sandwich with some arugula, extra mustard, or avocado. And I had this on sourdough, but I've since learned that I really can't handle sourdough, even though it is slightly more fermented. I need to be 10 feet away from gluten, like with a long pole. So that's what I'm kind of going for moving forward in my life. But that's another subject for another day. This is specific, but if you're gluten-free and dairy-free like me, this is my favorite boxed mac and cheese. It is from Bonza, their white cheddar mac and cheese, and it's just so easy. I don't need to tell you that, you know that, but I like to add in some broccoli, and if I am feeling extra fancy, I will top it off with some truffle salt after, following the instructions, and it really takes it up a notch. I feel like I just had to show you guys that. It's not like a very fancy recipe or anything, but it's realistic, and I feel like that is why you guys like these videos. This Erewhon inspired tofu bowl is one of my favorite meals that I've discovered this past year. I found the recipe on TikTok, and it's basically a copycat version of the sticky sesame tofu at Erewhon. It's pretty easy. You just coat your tofu in cornstarch and bake it for 20 minutes. This is my typical method when it comes to tofu. I can't remember if they air fried theirs, but I just bake mine and then toss it in the sauce, which reduces on the stove for about the same amount of time that they're in the oven. It's super versatile. I always serve it with rice and some kind of vegetable. This time I did some raw shaved carrots and some bok choy and snap peas in garlic and sesame oil. And the leftovers reheat really well, so I always make a little bit of extra. Next up is this really easy lemon and dill salmon that I like to make for date night. You don't have to stand around and do a lot of active cooking, but it's still a really tasty and filling meal. My mom actually taught me how to make these fingerling potatoes. It is just olive oil, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and you're gonna pour them onto a hot tray once you're ready to cook them, and that is what will really give you a good crisp all around the outside with a fluffy center. And then for the salmon, I just salted it liberally and followed Minimalist Baker's lemon dill salmon recipe to a T. The creamy, garlicky, lemony dill sauce that you put on top is so delicious. It really works well with the potatoes, and I just served the 2 of those things with an arugula salad, which is my favorite kind of salad. I've learned that I actually like to use the broiler since filming this though. For salmon, you get a much crispier top, just FYI. My favorite lentil soup of all time is from the French bakery chain Le Pain Quotidien. My mom and I scoured the internet to find the essentially secret ingredient to what makes it so special, and it is this smoky tea that you let brew with the lentils while they cook, and it imparts such a unique flavor to the soup, which is otherwise quite simple. It is carrots, onions, celery, a bay leaf, some tomatoes, and water. but it is so special and comforting to me. I make it every fall and winter, and if you can get your hands on these tea bags, you just order them on Amazon. I highly recommend it. I'll leave a link below along with the French black lentils that you'll need, and if you are someone that likes lentil soup as much as me, please give this recipe a try and let me know what you think. And lastly, here are some amazing banana bakery style gluten-free muffins that I made recently. I got a muffin pan, I think for my birthday in June, and it has just been my favorite thing, trying out new muffin recipes. And I like to use Minimalist Bakers because she does so much testing. This one is one of the best I've made, the bakery style banana muffins, but I also love her chocolate chip zucchini bread muffins. This one specifically has some yogurt in it, which I think makes them super moist, and it's just a really nice little treat that you honestly wouldn't know is gluten-free. Because sometimes I just want a pastry with my coffee like everyone else, and if I have to make them at home myself, I will do it. I find a lot of joy in it. Those are some of my tried and true recipes from the past few months. Now to say thank you to the sponsor of today's video, which is Squarespace. Whether you're just starting out or managing a growing business, Squarespace is an all-in-one platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. They make it easy to create a beautiful website, connect with your audience, and sell anything from product to content to time. I couldn't recommend Squarespace enough. I've been using it since I was in college, so that's 5 years, and it has gotten me through everything from when I was a graphic designer looking for jobs, and having a portfolio site was really important to showcase who I was as a designer, and now I use my website as a landing page for me as a social media content creator, and I love that my website has been able to grow and change with me. Some of my favorite things about Squarespace are their thousands of customizable templates that allow you to update your content and add features at any time. The reimagined drag and drop technology that Squarespace uses makes the entire process so intuitive. You don't have to be a designer or have any experience to make a beautiful website. Squarespace also gives you access to powerful analytics about your website, which is super helpful for tracking performance and growth as your website gets bigger and you reach bigger audiences. Maybe you're selling product. It's all important stuff on the back end. You can even get custom domains through Squarespace, and my discount will work on them. So if you are interested in creating a website, getting a custom domain through Squarespace, go to squarespace.com for your free trial. And when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/lindseyrem to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.